Welcome to the Global Women's Empowerment Network. I am Dr. Tanya Merriweather Gibson Miller, and I'm so elated to have you with us, our first show of the year. Once Iffy comes into the studio, we will add her to the feed so that we will be able to talk to you today. The subject matter that we chose is don't give up, meaning no matter what you're doing, wherever you are in your walk and being an entrepreneur, whether you're trying to make a difference in the life of those that live with you, your children, your family, we want you to know today that you can make it. Over the past few months, we've been talking to you about empowerment, things that can help you to get organized, things that can build your self esteem. And so today is so important that you take notes and that you write down and you incorporate the things that we are sharing with you on today. I'm so excited about this show. I'm trying to give Iffy a chance to come into the studio. So I'm going to go over, if I can talk today, go over a few of the things that we shared with you from before. First, we talked about practical ways to improve time management skills. First, we said delegate tasks. That means it's common for all of us to take on too much, and I do that a lot. And so I'm learning to scale that back. That we are capable of completing. I don't know what's going on today with my talking. I'm going to take my time. This can often result in stress and burnout. So we said to avoid that, we need to delegate tasks. Then, secondly, prioritize our work. Yeah, before the start of the day, make a list of tasks that need your immediate attention. Here's what I'm learning. Some of the things that I think are immediate things, they're not immediate. They're things that can be added. Then create a schedule, set up deadlines, overcome procrastination, deal with stress wisely, and then get outside and walk, exercise, avoid multitasking, and start early. I'm so excited to have Iffy. I see that you have tuned in. You are now in the feed. She is coming from us live. Iffy, why don't you take this opportunity and just tell our audience a little bit about you?
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Dr. T.
Happy New
Well,
Year.
welcome to 2023. And uh, we are so glad to start off very early this year with women's empowerment. You can make it, meaning that you can achieve your goals, all your goals, and much more this year. So, my name is MADU. Um, I'm an actress, I'm a content creator, and currently live in Nigeria, in West Africa. And we've been doing this for quite, I think, getting to 2 years now. No?
Yes.
And it's just been awesome. And it's great to see Dr. T. I love the Christmas tree and the background.
Listen, we are in our
I'm sure we're
last
going to
week
have
of the Christmas tree.
so we are going to share quite a number of amazing things here, and there's so much for us to learn today. Talking
Mm-hmm.
about with the team, you can make it. Never give up on your goals,
Mm-hmm.
and there's quite a number of things for us to learn here. A lot of things. Why, first of all, we don't always achieve our goals,
Mm-hmm.
and how we can achieve our goals faster. So there's a lot for us to learn. And if you have friends around, kindly tell them to join in. Join us on Facebook or Instagram or live on StreamYard.
Yes, and then an hour after the show, they can go out and they can view us on our Roku channel. That's on Roku, that's on Apple
Wow.
TV, that's on Fire TV, that's on Cross TV. And so if you haven't added LB Network as a channel, I invite you to add us as a channel so that you can view family friendly faith-based, oh, that means good, wholesome television viewing for you and your family. I'm so excited about us sharing on today, Iffy, as we have moved into this new year. You came on, you said, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It's good to see you. I'm so excited about the different things that you're doing, that I'm doing, that we're doing together. We're just This is going to be an amazing year. I think it's going to be a year
Yeah.
when everyone will be able to accomplish the goals that they have set for themselves. We have some people that started this journey with us, and they will send comments and say, Hey, I'm growing. I incorporated some of the things that you shared with me. And so now things have gotten better in certain areas. And so I'm so excited just about being able to help someone to live better, to do better, to achieve their dreams and their goals, and to let them know that all things are possible. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. It doesn't matter what your circumstances is, or how it appears, that you're able to overcome that. All you have to do is stay the course. So I'm so excited about that. On today, we're talking about don't give up now. Some of the stuff that I'm sharing, the words of wisdom I'll be sharing from my book, Don't Give Up Now. I'm holding it up so you can see it. So
Oh,
that,
wow.
yeah, Don't
Wow,
Give Up
wow, wow.
Now. You can go out on
It's
lulu.com. You can go all
so
kind of
wonderful.
places.
It looks so cute.
Oh,
I
thank
can't
you.
wait to get my hands on it.
You know, I love to do little things that are very colorful and things like that. So it goes kind of with my personality. Don't give up. I saw like a splat, like a blot, and then write in the things. And so I'm so excited that I'm having the opportunity. I've shared, some before, but I really want to share on today. I want to help someone realize that no matter what's going on with you, that you don't have to give up. This book, Iffy, the premise of this book, it was dedicated to my sister. I have one sister, Dion, my baby sister. She was involved, and she doesn't mind me sharing, in a very bad car accident many years ago, a head-on collision, and it could have taken her life. I mean, she had a very hard, trying time to get back to where she is, being able to walk, all those things. And the one thing that I really admired through the whole process, as I was there helping her, is that in the midst of that, I mean, it was just, yeah, more than what I'm stating. In the midst of that, she did not allow herself to give up. And so now on today, she's back to herself. She's a minister. She's a teacher. She's back to doing the things that she was doing, praising God at the church where she serves. So that was quite a testament to me when I wrote this book about not giving up. It made me really take a look at the things in my life to see what was important, what was not important during that time. And I made changes in my life that said, hey, these are the things that you want to do, so that you will be able to say in your lifetime that you achieved the goals that you set for yourself. So I really began at that time to get into the short term, mid range, long term goal setting. And I realized that it was so important that I meet those, every single time, the metrics that I had set for myself. That way I would be able to achieve the things that I feel God called me to do and that are important to me, meaning Tanya, the things that make me Tanya. What do you want to share, Iffy?
Okay. Yes, like I said, the theme and what we are discussing today, it's on never giving up on our goals. And thank you for
Mm-hmm.
sharing about your sister and she not giving up. And right now she's a living testimony, a
Mm-hmm.
minister, and she's doing great things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's so important that we don't give up on our dreams, no matter how big it is, and no matter how much it might stretch us. It's
Mm-hmm.
important for us to fight for our dreams, to believe in ourselves
Yes.
first, believe in God, and then be up to the task, because a dream that you really want to achieve, it's not going to be like a small dream. It's not something you would do while only lying on your bed,
Mm-hmm.
without making moves, without making contact. You need to, push. At times, it needs a bit of push. It will stretch you a bit, but never give up, because at the end of the other side is celebration. People want to get to
Mm-hmm.
know you, want to get to meet you, surprise parties, everything wonderful that you've always wanted will happen when you achieve your dream, when you achieve your goals. And it's not supposed to be a difficult task. So we'll just go through that quickly. And one thing I would like to say is that since we're just, fresh in the year, at
Mm-hmm.
times most people are still, being confronted mentally with what the things they did not achieve in 2022,
Yes.
what they did
Mm-hmm.
not achieve in the last 5 years. They're still haunted by those memories. So I would
Mm-hmm.
like to start off with a scripture, Philippians 3:13. It
Mm-hmm.
says, forget what is behind
Mm-hmm.
and focus on what is ahead. Like, I'm just paraphrasing it. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to forget about all the, not so nice things,
Mm-hmm.
things that didn't go quite well. Yeah, last 5 years, last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about it, drop it, and press towards your goal. You might want to
Yeah.
have a new goal. You might want to say, okay, what I couldn't achieve in 2022, I want to achieve it in 2023. Yeah, it's possible, but perhaps there are, I'm going to list a couple of things here. Why at times last year or a couple of years back, those who are watching, perhaps this might be the reason why you did not achieve your dream, or
Mm-hmm.
why you did not achieve your goal. The first one is having a well-defined goal. First of
Mm-hmm.
at times we don't have a defined goal. It's not defined, it's not specific, it's ambiguous. Just say
Mm-hmm.
things like, I want to lose weight, or I want to save more money.
Mm-hmm.
Saving more money is not a defined goal. Losing weight
Mm-hmm.
is not a defined goal. How much weight
Mm-hmm.
do you want to lose?
Yes.
Saying I want to do better in marketing. Maybe you're into real estate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to close more deals. Is not a
Mm-hmm.
goal. How many deals do you want to close, and to which
Mm-hmm.
kind of client? So you need to define your goal properly. Then the second quickly is lack of ambition and the aim. Most of the time, early in the year or just in January, there's this New Year resolution vibe. Everyone is there. And then after a while, no more ambition, no more
Mm-hmm.
fire, no more motivation. And then the goal just goes off out of the window. And then the third one is insufficient knowledge. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to achieve a goal, do you have enough knowledge on what you want to achieve? For instance, if real estate, maybe someone has been go all through the holidays, you've been reading about how much people make from real estate.
Mm-hmm.
You've been reading about how much people make from maybe cryptocurrency or from the NFTs or blockchain and things like that. And right now you're feeling all fired up and like, wow, I'm going to make,
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a lot of money. I want to make millions of dollars or millions of naira or whatever currency, But do you have enough knowledge of the industry?
Mm-hmm. True.
Or is it the stock exchange you want to deal in stocks? So do you have enough knowledge of what's happening in NASDAQ, in the London Stock Exchange, in the Tokyo Stock Exchange? Do you have enough knowledge? Do you need to go to school for that? Do you need to take a
Mm-hmm.
short course for it? Do you need to
Mm-hmm.
sign up for a master class on real estate, selling to high profile VIP clients? Do you
Mm-hmm.
want to, you might need to gain more knowledge, because if you don't have enough knowledge by February, March, Easter, in fact, you don't even want to talk about it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gone, and it's just the
Yeah.
same old story. So then the fourth is being, indifference, indecisions. Bishop T.D. Jakes would usually say there is nothing more powerful than a made up mind.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've made up your mind, this is what I want to achieve as my goal. I want to lose £20,
Mm-hmm.
30 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
When you made up your mind, it's so powerful.
Yes.
So if you have to say no to each decision this year, and then what we say, we also need to push away fear,
Mm-hmm.
worry,
Yeah.
self-doubt, procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
Procrastination is like the chief of everything.
Yeah.
Perhaps the reason why 2022
Mm-hmm.
came and went the way it did, because of procrastination.
Yes.
Procrastination is like a thief in itself. So
Mm-hmm.
because you keep saying tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's either I'll do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Tomorrow is not really like a day of the week per se. So at
Mm-hmm.
times, for trying to plan things, schedule things, doing our journaling, like all we've been saying last year, you journal the night before. Don't just put it. I'll do it very soon. Say I would start on Monday. I'll start on
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday. I'll do
Mm-hmm.
this Saturdays, and that's just it. So, and then something we still need to to do is about saying the right things and pushing
Mm-hmm.
away thoughts of limitations. Yeah, so
Yes.
those are really important things. Perhaps why some people could not achieve their goals or do so well. And right now, looking at the main topic for today, we'll just start. I'm sure most of us listening or watching right now, or who watch
Mm-hmm.
later, have heard of SMART. We call it specific, measurable, action, realistic, and the timeline. We've
Timeline.
heard it so
Mm-hmm.
many times, but what makes the difference is putting everything to practice. But in case this is the first time of you hearing of something like this,
Mm-hmm.
please grab a pen and paper, or use maybe a second phone, perhaps, or just
Mm-hmm.
or you could watch later and then you can jot it down. But please just pay attention. The first is letter S, which is smart of the smart, which is specific. Like I said earlier, when I was talking about a well-defined goal, we need to be specific. If you say you want
Mm-hmm.
to sell 10 houses, this year, then be specific about the 10 houses. If you
Mm-hmm.
say I want to save $100,000, I want to save $10,000 this year, you need to be specific, not just saying I want to save a lot of money. You need to put how much you want to save.
Mm-hmm.
I want to I want to reach sell a specific number of my products. Or if you feel your products should go outside the country where you live, how many more
Mm-hmm.
countries do you want to reach? Yeah, I say I
Mm-hmm.
want to reach 5 more countries outside the
Mm-hmm.
country where I live.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So
Wow.
you need to be
Mm-hmm.
about it. Then it needs to be measurable.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just say, like I said earlier, I just want to lose weight. How much weight do you
Mm-hmm.
want to lose? I want to save money. How much money? These are the things that helps to define the goal and keeps us and will keep us on track. For instance, if you want to save maybe 5,000
Mm-hmm.
for the whole year, then you know that every week maybe I'm putting aside $5, I'm putting aside 1,000 naira, I'm putting aside. You've broken it down daily, weekly, depending on your paycheck, depending on the salary
Mm-hmm.
and the structure, so you know how much you're going to save. And then if
Yes.
it's about reaching certain clients, you know that okay, each day I need to make certain number of calls, I need to send
Mm-hmm.
certain number of emails, maybe 10 emails per day to people I've never spoken to before.
Mm-hmm.
I need to attend master classes or seminars, at
Mm-hmm.
least 5 in this first quarter, that will help me reach people outside the country I currently live.
Yeah.
Because perhaps you want to sell your beauty products outside the
Mm-hmm.
country where you live.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to get those contacts, you might need to attend some trade seminars. At least
Mm-hmm.
between now and Easter, you might attend like say free seminars. So you put aside some money because most of these seminars might be paid for, especially when they know that you would really, have the kind of networking that would
Mhm.
bring about, much profit. And then the third one is action of the SMART. A is
Mhm.
action verbs. So please, you need to put the action verbs, to what you want to achieve. Like saying, I would exercise, I will walk out 20 minutes for three days a week
Mhm.
or 5 days a week. So
Mhm.
you need to put action to it. You could
Yeah.
say, each morning before midday, I'm going to call five new people. I'm going to follow up on five prospects or leads, and you need to set specific goals. And when, as
Mhm.
women, when you are done, doing breakfast, sending the kids off to school, you sit at your work desk. If you are working from home or if you need to go to
Mhm.
the office, you sit there and make sure that before midday you have spoken to five new people every day, and you'll
Mhm.
be surprised at the end of the month how much progress you've made. At times these things might say, oh, it's just theory, but I've seen it happen even with me and working on my YouTube channel. At times,
Mhm.
once I'm just done with breakfast, taking my kids to school, I
Mhm.
sit on my desk and I said, for the next 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I'm not going to be distracted by anything. And I just walk. I create something, or I'm done editing with things I need to upload. So we cannot just say, I want to be more productive without doing a bit of the work. So these are the
Mhm.
things we need to do. You need to put action to whatever it is you say. If
Mhm.
it's about dieting, you need to say, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to have only a green breakfast 3 days a week. So probably
Yes.
you're just having salads for breakfast, different kind of salads,
Mhm.
either the green, just mix it up
Mhm.
whichever way, and then
Mhm.
you build up from there. And then the R is realistic. Yeah,
Mhm.
we want most people, after reading maybe perhaps Forbes
Mhm.
magazine, Forbes women, we want to earn as
Mhm.
much as Oprah in 6 months,
Mhm.
but at times it might not be so realistic. But Oprah had to
Yes.
build her career for over 25 years to be where she is. So we need to set realistic goals, really realistic goals. And especially if it has to do with weight loss, you might need to talk with your doctor first, so that it's not too much of a rush on your health, trying to be go from a size 18 to a size 4. That might be
Yeah.
unrealistic and dangerous to
Mhm.
one's health. And then, trying to get more clients or trying to do things outside your country. At times, you need to set realistic goals to make sure you don't get involved doing business with the wrong people, with fraudulent people, and at the end of the day, it makes things worse. So we need to set realistic goals all the time. And then the T, which is the final one here, is the timeline.
Mhm.
Set a timeline and don't make sure you don't keep pushing all your goals to 31st of December, because pushing it to 31st of December 2023 might encourage procrastination. Why can't you make it
Mhm.
monthly, quarterly or
Mhm.
half year? But don't push most of your goals to the end of the year, because it helps you to, in quotes, be a bit lazy about it, push it aside. And then,
Mhm.
okay, we are working on something else, we are working on something else. But if you know that,
Mhm.
okay, by the end of March or by Easter, I should be, I should have ticked this off my checklist, then I'm sure it would put more strings to our steps, and we'll be able
Yeah.
to do a whole lot more. So
Yes, I
those are the
agree with that.
smart. So I Dr. C, I'm sure you would like to
Yes.
say one or two
Well,
things before although I still have a couple of points to wrap up, but at least you could
Yes.
put in one or
Yeah,
two
I'll go
things on
ahead
your
and I'll
thoughts.
say some things and
Yeah.
then I'll come back and let you wrap up. I like the idea that you talked about something that I adapted over
So
10
would you
years
like to
ago.
say a couple of things?
Yes, I'm talking. Can you hear me? I'm talking. Yeah, can you hear me, Iffy? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can
Something
hear
that
you.
I adapted
Yes, I can
to
hear you.
the things.
I can hear.
Okay.
I'm saying, would you like to add something to what I just said before I go to the next point?
Yes. Okay. The thing that I will be adding is that over 10 years ago, I adapted to the things that I do to work smarter instead of harder, meaning that you streamline the things that you are doing in business, that you're doing if you're working in ministry, whatever area that you're working in, whatever area you're striving for improvement, you go and you streamline those processes so that you are able to work smarter instead of harder. Now, on today, I said that I would share some things with you from my book, Don't Give Up Now. And I'm going to do that with you. I like some points that Iffy made. She said that fear is something that can hold us back. She also talked about that your mind has to be made up in order for you to accomplish whatever it is that you are striving to achieve. And so it's so important that your mind is made up. She talked about procrastination being something that's basically almost a killer of dreams. I have watched people over the years that I've coached and in life coaching and career coaching, where I've just counseled them, different things where they don't realize that one thing, that procrastination is the thing that's stopping them from achieving what it is they have set out to achieve in their life. In every book that I write, there's always a word to the wise. And the word to the wise in this book is when the world says, give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. Listen, if you're at the end of your rope and you're saying, I don't want to do this, this is too much. Every time I turn around, I'm not achieving my goals. Nobody's calling, nobody's signing up, nobody's doing, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself because we grow together. You have to say, okay, let me regroup. Let me assess where I am. I can do this. And guess what? Iffy and I are here today to remind you that it all starts right now in this new year. You can get it done. There's a poem that I love by Neil Donald Walsh, and it says, when we see life as it really is, it all suddenly makes sense. Then the changes that are occurring are seen as gifts and not burdens. And then future changes will be demonstrations of creations, not tests of endurance. Life is intended to produce for you a direct experience of who you really are, and then an opportunity to go to the next level in your expression of that. Oh, I love that. I'm going to begin and just talk about a few things, and then we'll go back and we'll allow Iffy and I will wrap it up for you. There will always be, hear me today, there will always be issues, problems, situations, things that are going to come your way. But you have to learn to see everything as an opportunity. When I first heard that, that blew my mind. I was like, how am I going to see something bad as an opportunity? It's bad. But I learned over time that if you go back and you evaluate whatever it was that occurred in your life, you can grow from that. You can, glean something from that that says, okay, don't make this decision again, or because I made this decision, I grew in this way, or I went back 3 steps. You have to see everything as an opportunity. Then realize that if you never try, to rise above whatever you may be encountering, then you will never know what you are capable of. Oh, if someone would have told me even 4 years ago that I'd be doing all the things that I'm doing, I would have said, you're out of your mind. There's no way I would be doing all of the things that God is allowing me to do in my life. I never would have thought that I would have had this amazing family, this amazing husband that God blessed me with. Along with, he gave me an additional daughter. I got another +1, and I'm so excited. Have 3 daughters now and a son, 7 grandkids. And, I am just so blessed, I feel, in my life. But I never would have guessed all those years ago that would be, possible, but it is. One thing that I learned in my journey is that sometimes I feel like giving up, but you can't give up. You have to believe in yourself. Even when no one's there pushing you, you have to go the extra mile, no matter what, because you're doing it for yourself. I decided last year that even if I disappoint everybody else, at the end of the day, I don't want to disappoint me. I don't want to tell me that I'm going to do this, and at the end of the day, I didn't come through. I disappointed myself. And so I strive very hard daily to make sure that I reach and I achieve the things that I tell myself that I'm going to do. Then we must learn to make wise decisions. Listen, sometimes when something sounds like the quick way out, that does not necessarily make it the best decision. Everything comes down to what we choose. Some choices will take us down a long, hard road. I mean, all of us can look back over our life and we can see sometimes when we said, why did I do that to myself? Other choices will lead us to success or elevate us to another level in our life, in our financial situation, in our business ventures, in all the things that we are doing in our life. But we have to make wiser decisions. And here's what I learned when I talk to others about my decisions of what I was going to decide to do, and I took in their point of view. A lot of times it causes me to broaden my vision of what I saw would happen from that decision. And I learned that, hey, I was looking at it from this angle, but I left out this whole other side that I needed to consider. And so, in asking others a lot of time to come in and give some feedback, but let me just stop and let me give a little note here. You have to be open and available to receive constructive criticism as well as constructive wisdom from others who have gone down that path before you. You can't always see it as something personal or they're attacking me. Now, because I'm a person that has very soft emotions, a lot of times I have to go, okay, it's not meaning for your bad, it's for your good. It's some of us that have soft feelings, and I'm one of those people that have soft feelings. And so I constantly have to remind myself that this is for your good. No, it's not against you, it's for you. So I'm so grateful. A lot of times when it's things that I'm doing in business or I'm trying to do a ministry, I'm so blessed that my husband and I, we partner together. And so a lot of times I can talk to him about it and say, hey, what's your perspective on this? And he'll come back. Sometimes I try to make it a personal. I go, wait a minute, is he attacking the way that I'm doing it? But no, in essence what it is he's saying, no, this is how I see it. And so I had to learn to be objective and say, hey, he has a right to his point of view, I have a right to my point of view, and together we can make a wise decision that would be for the greater good. And so that caused me to grow in a major way. Here's the thing, if you're making decisions and they're not helping you to grow, and I mean not just in the business that you're doing, but in who you are, if you're not growing from the things that you are doing, from the decisions that you make, you need to go back all the way to the drawing board, start over, reassess, and give yourself a reboot. I give you permission to get a reboot on today. Then, if you talked on this too, don't lose sight. I know sometimes you can't see what's ahead. A lot of times you don't know what's ahead of you, but in the life can appear to be like, it's not going the way I want to. I'm here to tell you, in this journey that I've been on, and I'm sure if you can attest to this, you will encounter roadblocks, detours. Hey, you'll even walk sometime and fall down the manhole and you'll go, oh my goodness, how did I get here? The thing is, you still have to stay focused. In spite of what's going on around you, you have to stay positive and say, hey, my eyes is on the prize of what it is that I've been called and assigned to do. And so I'm going to walk in that. Oh my goodness. Then Here's the one thing, Iffy, I gave myself permission to realize I am not in competition with anyone. I am
Yeah.
doing what God has called and assigned for me to do. And so a lot of
Yeah.
times we can make things into competition. Oh, she looked better. She said it better. They this, these are things that we as women, we deal with. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but it's truthful. We'll make it into a competition when it's not. We have all been given different assignments. We all have different goals and aspirations of things that we're trying to achieve. So we should be partnering together, not making it into, oh my goodness, it's a competition. That's the thing I loved about us coming together, is that, a lot of times, I'm in all, you are an actress as well as a philanthropist. You do so many great things there in Nigeria. And I just thank God that we partner together, but we both do different things that add to us empowering women around the world. And so that keeps me so excited. Realize that your only true competition. Guess who it is? It's you. You're only in competition with yourself. Your current circumstance does not dictate your outcome. Plan, set goals, celebrate your achievement, live. Oh my goodness, I have to remind myself, laugh and take a break. Don't always be so hard on yourself. Learn to do what you need to do and then keep it moving. And then the last thing I'm going to share from this, and I'm going to let us come back in together. Learn to say, I am the architect of my life. I build I build its foundation and choose its contents. Today I am brimming with energy and overflowing with joy. My body is healthy. I'm getting there. My mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. I am superior to negative thoughts and low actions. I have been given endless talents, which I began to utilize today. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from that behavior and those thoughts. A river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with love. I am guided in every step by the Holy Spirit, who leads me towards what I must know and do. I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. Happiness is a choice. I base my happiness on my own accomplishments and the blessings that I have been given. Oh, if this has been such a phenomenal episode that we're sharing here about don't give up. I know that you had some more comments that you wanted to share as well as wrap up, and I want to give you an opportunity to do that at this time.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Dr. T, for those affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's are really amazing, and I'll watch it again, and I'll make sure I take note of the
Mm-hmm.
affirmations. So something really important right now. I know for those who are watching, you are getting lots of ideas on how to achieve your goals, and maybe you have your
Mm-hmm.
diary in front of you. One thing I will advise is that you need to see your goals consistently all through the year. Don't just write the points or the ideas coming to you right now in your diary, and then you close your diary after the show, put it in your locker or in your bedside drawer, and it stays there till Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need that. You need to put your goals where you can see it consistently. I would advise every day. If you
Mm-hmm.
can put it somewhere you can see, maybe the screensaver of your laptop, the
Mm-hmm.
screensaver of your phone. If you can make a vision board, and there's been a lot of just vision boards, and I know vision boards really work. So either you do
Mm-hmm.
the e-vision board, you could save on your phone, or you need to see it consistently so that it puts you in the right direction every single day. And when when certain opportunities come, you see that it's already linked to something that
Mm-hmm.
is already on your vision board, and you move fast, you move quickly. But when you forget that, and then say, oh, this person I met who travels to maybe West Africa frequently would have been the
Mm-hmm.
connection for me to, have a franchise outside the country where I live. So
Mm-hmm.
and such opportunity has just gone past, and then you won't now have to start working a lot more harder. So it's important that we see our goals consistently, and
Mm-hmm.
then something that we need to do is that we need to speak to our dreams, speak to our goals every day, like the affirmation you just gave now. We need to call things as as though they were, just like as God says, as the
Mm-hmm.
scripture says in Isaiah 46:10. You need to declare new things. You need to keep declaring on your goals each day. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why you need to keep your goals close to you. So
Mm-hmm.
every day you see it, every day you're declaring, what you want to see from a position of gratefulness. Remember,
Yeah.
not from a position of complaining, bitterness, and anger, but being grateful for where you are now. Perhaps you want to buy a new house, you want
Mm-hmm.
to, and things like, but be grateful for the house you currently live in,
Yes.
and declare the kind of house you want to move into, before the end of the year. And
Yes.
just keep declaring new things, and certainly it will come to pass. Remember, we live a life of faith. It's a
Mm-hmm.
work of faith every day. So refuse to quit, refuse to give up, keep up with your affirmations, your times of
Mm-hmm.
meditation, and then see your goals fulfilled. And I'm sure by the 31st of December, by Christmas, or before Christmas, we'll all be celebrating. We'll have
Yes.
so much amazing things to share on our group, or you could just drop in your comments. So we'll be expecting your comments each month, each quarter, half year, and
Yes.
by the end of the year. Yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, and Iffy, I am so just amazed at how God can work things. You're there, and I'm here, and we're working together. I mean, we have our meeting once a week. Iffy stays on me in reference to, she stays on top of that. But I 100% agree with the vision board. I have one in my office, my home office here, and wherever I work, I have one also on my iPad that I use, because it makes it real. You can write the vision, but if you never see it and run with it, it never happens. And so daily I can look right on the wall and I see it, or I can pull it up on my computers and I can see it. In the morning time, when I get up and I have my devotional time before I get into anything else, I always stop and I look at the board to make sure that I'm, where I need to be. I try to make adjustments to where I need to go. Sometimes things that we feel are very important, that should take priority, I am really learning a lot of those things can be scaled back, and they can be turned into a once a week thing rather than an everyday thing, which you know um, gives more time for you to do the things that are imperative and important. And so, because what I've learned over the years is, and I don't know why I didn't think about it until maybe like 11 or 12 years ago, time is that one commodity that you never get back. It's just this, you only have 24 hours a day. So how effective am I going to be within those 24 hours? Only I can determine that. Now I have days that I will slack off. We all have our slack days that we will slack off. But the thing is, you can't live in that place of procrastination. You have to get up and going and moving with the things that you are trying to accomplish. All things are possible. I told you 4 years ago, I wasn't talking to Iffy. I didn't know of a Iffy, had never heard of a Iffy. Iffy had never heard of me. And we have been on together talking and sharing women empowerment here for going on 2 years. I mean, all things are possible. You set the goals, and then you do the work that's necessary. We can't say, this is the one thing that I constantly tell others, you can't say you want to accomplish it, but you never do the work. It's not going to happen by itself. You have to do the work. They go hand in hand. Oh, Iffy, this was a wonderful, wonderful episode. And I don't know about anyone else, but I feel very encouraged, even in some areas that I've been trying to just reset and reshape in this new year's. I took down some mental notes, and I'm going to write them down once we get off, of some things that I need to do that I feel will sharpen the things that I am doing as well. Whereas I will be more productive. So, if there's nothing else, Iffy, once again, I'm so elated that we had this opportunity to share. And I look forward to us coming on again next month. Please kiss everybody. Tell him hello, little baby. Tell him hello. I love him so. He's getting so big. It was so wonderful to see you all's photo that you take together. What a wonderful, lovely family. I thank God that we're on this journey together. You have anything else you want to say before we say bye bye?
Yes, yes. Our women's virtual conference is coming up
Mm-hmm.
next month. So you'll be seeing more publicity on it. You'll be seeing
Mm-hmm.
more ads. And then please register. It's going to be amazing, both in person and online. And
Yes.
just get ready for the conference. Tell someone to tell someone else and register together. And just be excited about it because there's so much for us to learn and to gain and to network, at the virtual women's conference. Yeah.
Yes. And here's the great thing. If you have a website, like if he has her YouTube, I'll be sending her the embed code so she can embed it, where those that want to embed, they can watch it from the embed on her station. Or if you have a website and you want to embed it on your website, if you're a woman that has a women's group and you want them to be able to see it right from the website, you can get with us. We can send you that code where you'll be able to embed it on your website. Along with, we're going to have so much going on that day. I'm so excited. We're from doing radio to the live to the everything. It's going to be a phenomenal, life-changing event for women everywhere. We're dealing with expanding. That is our focus for this year. We are expanding, and I want you to expand with us. You're going to see so many things coming this month and next month in reference to expand. So I want you to be on the lookout for that. If you want to send us an email and you're not connected where you can DM us, we encourage you to join our group on Instagram and Facebook. But if you can't, you can send us a DM to Iffy, or you can DM me, Tanya Meriwether Gibson, and or you can do Iffy MADU. You can send it to her, or you can send me an email. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. To Tanya Gibson Enterprises at gmail.com. That's Tanya Gibson Enterprises at gmail.com. We want you to be a part of everything that's going on. If you missed everything and you want to share with others, and you can go out and see it on YouTube. If not, then we will have it up on the Roku channel here in an hour. And then if he's doing some amazing things, she has her own channel on YouTube. Can you tell them right quick how to connect on YouTube with you? We want to support the channel.
Yes, yes. For those who want to watch amazing content, If UBAH TV, just search for If UBAH TV on YouTube, and then you can watch a wide array of content. And I know some of it will be coming on the LV network
Yes, it will
soon.
be. Mm-hmm.
So watch out for it, and we are going to launch and publicize it soon. But
Yes.
just go on YouTube and search for If UBAH
Mm-hmm.
TV, IFY. That's
Mm-hmm. Yes.
IFYUBAH and then TV. That's
Yes.
it.
So I once again I thank everyone for tuning in. And until next time, as always, we want you to be blessed. Bye bye. Talk to you next time, Iffy. Bye
Bye.
bye.